What up? It is your girl, Miss T, and we are tapping in with the T Show. Thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time here, I need you to subscribe to my channel. And if you're a return subscriber, welcome back, y'all. Let's tap in. Let's just get straight to the point. Can somebody please teach these young girls that it is so much more to a relationship than their sexiness? That there's so much more to a relationship than them taking a picture of their looking back at their butts and all that other stuff. Please talk to these young girls, because they're setting themselves up for a dude who really ain't that serious. Because if you're sitting around and all you can do is post selfies and pictures of your behind and your sexiness, and that's all that matters in your world, when you meet a dude, what do you think is going to matter to him? Nothing but your sexiness, because that's the persona that you're giving him. This is the package that you're offering him. This is what you're showing him that you have, and this is all you're able to give to him. So baby, that's all he's going to want from you. Somebody got to teach these girls that there's so much more to being in a relationship. And then, another thing that I'm seeing a lot of is, girls being really, really proud of being in struggle relationships. They're being really, really proud to say that they struggled with this dude for so long and they made it. Baby girl, that is not a successful relationship. Struggle relationships are not successful relationships. They are toxic as heck, okay? They're toxic. Because you should never equate your love and the strength of your relationship based off of the amount of times that y'all made it through something. Just think about how crazy that sounds. Oh, this love is real because, he did a bid and I was there for him. This love is real because, his car got repossessed and I paid for him to get it back. Oh, this love is real because, I take care of him. Or this love is real because I brought him XYZ. Baby girl, that's a struggle. And somebody needs to say that that is a struggle. Even, and let's take it on a higher level. Let's take it on a higher level. Oh, this love is real because, he didn't work for 6 months and I held him down. Not he got laid off of work. Now, that's different. Not that he got laid off of work. He chose not to work, so I took care of him. So this love is real. He cheated on me with so-and-so like 6 times, but he keep coming back home, so this love is real. Baby, that's struggle love. And somebody really has to teach these young girls and these older women that struggle love is not the goal. It's not the goal. We should be, love should be like blissful. Love should be us building together. Hell yeah, we're going to go through stuff. Yup. We are. Every relationship does. And the strong relationships do survive. Absolutely. I agree with that. But a constant struggle, one-sided struggle, it's not where it's at. It's just not where it's at. And somebody got to say it. And I'm sorry if it has to be me. And I'm sorry if I'm ruffling some feathers. Because you know what? I wish somebody would have ruffled my dang on feathers when I was going through stuff at a younger age. I wish somebody had made a video or tapped me on my shoulder and said, yo, listen to this. Okay? Because sometimes we don't want to hear it from our peers. We don't want to hear it from our family. We don't want to hear it from, somebody that's close to us. And a lot of times we won't share what is really going on in the relationship because we know it's toxic. And we don't want to let off that we're in a toxic relationship. So we pretend that everything is all good. And inside, we are breaking down. Inside, we are mentally losing ourselves because you know what? Anytime somebody trashes you in any type of way, in any form, it does something to your self-esteem. I don't care how strong you pretend to be. I don't care how big you look on the outside. It does something to your self-esteem. And I'm going to tell you how I know. Because you allow it to happen. Because if your self-esteem was top-notch on a list, if your self-worth was top-notch on a list, you would never let somebody treat you the way that you are being treated. And again, there's no shame. There's no shame because I've been there. I've been in a toxic relationship before in my life. And I held on real tight because I wanted it to work. And I held on real tight because I didn't want people on the outside to realize what I was going through. But the problem with that was, it was my fault. Because I wasn't meeting the standards that I requested somebody else to bring to the table. If I had requested you to be strong, I wasn't being strong. If I requested you to be loyal, I wasn't being loyal to myself. Because I allow you to not be loyal to me. So I've been there. I know what it looks like. I know what it feels like. And this is why I make these videos. And this is why, you know, I go out and I speak. Because this junk is so real. It's so real. You got to understand, baby girl, that relationships, struggling in relationships is not the move. It is not the move. And if you want to be with a real king, if you want to be with a real dude, you got to have some standards. Not only for him, but for yourself. Not only for him, but yourself. Because if he sees that you have no standards and you sway and you're down for anything and you allow anything, what good are you to him? And if he has no standards, then what good is he to you? Baby, men come with a checklist. Real dudes, real kings, real dons, they come with a checklist and they don't sway. If they have 10 things on their list, you better have 10, or you better have 9 working on 10, or you better have 9.5 and trying to get to 10, because they don't play around. They know what they want and they demand what they want, and they don't waver. Women, we waver. Why? Because he's a halfway decent dude. Because he has a job. Because he stays at home and he don't be in a strip club. So we start checking off our list. And if we started with 10, now we're down to 5. Because he's a halfway decent dude. Because we're so afraid that there aren't any other dudes out there. And we start wavering. They don't waver, baby girl. They don't waver. Why should we? Learn to set your standards and don't waver, because I'm telling you, if you have 10 requirements and you settle for 5 requirements, what if he falls off and loses 2? Now you down to 3. You let 7 of your requirements walk out the door. So where does that leave you? Struggling again. Baby, you got to know what you bring to the table as a woman, and what you bring to the table as an individual. Because you got to be solid on your own. You got to be solid on your own. Mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, you got to be solid on your own. Because if he ever wake up one day and say that this is not where he wants to be, you can't let that break you. You can't let that break you. I've seen it a million times. And then it takes you 3, 4, 5 months to get your mental back together because you didn't even see it coming. I've seen that so many times. And if your mental is messed up and you can't get out there and work financially, then your finances are messed up. I've seen it a million times. Make sure that you got your bag, girl. Make sure you got your bag. I'm telling you. And then you could think about love and relationships. And then when you know what you bring to the table, you know what you demand him to bring to the table. Because you're not going to settle for anybody bringing anything less than what you have. But if you have nothing, then you can't ask of nothing. Baby, struggle relationship is not the move. Woo! Hey.